Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little random, a little unorganized, like me. It's gonna be a little bit of a chatty, get ready with me / palette bingo. I wanted to sit down and do makeup. I haven't actually worn makeup in like 2 weeks. So I wanted to do something that was a little bit fun, but that also wasn't super serious. If it looks bad, I'll just take it off and then do something else. So I'm not worried. I'm kind of excited actually. I've done a couple palette bingos and I don't think I ever posted them. If you don't know what a palette bingo is, it's basically you pick a palette in your collection and you randomly generate as many shades as you want, usually about 5. I'm gonna do 5. And then you try to create a look with those eyeshadows. And it's kind of a challenge, it's kind of fun, it's just kind of random, I guess. It's not really up to your control and it's kind of creative. How many times am I gonna say kind of? Probably a lot. Before we get started, I just wanted to point out, I'm gonna do my eyes first. I'm gonna do the base after. Just in case I mess up and get a bunch of fallout or, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna be wearing my glasses this whole time. You guys are gonna get this terrible glare. Promise I'll take them off. But the palette that I'm gonna be using is the So Jaded palette by Kathleen Lights and Colourpop. This is the outside. And this is the inside. I haven't really used it much. It's a really, really pretty palette though. And it's just really fun to look at. And I'm sure that it's also really fun to use. I've used it like 3 times maybe. Sorry, I'm trying to put it down gently. But has a lot of colors. Most of my other palettes are very specific color stories and I feel like there's only so many looks that I can do with that. And most of them are gonna end up looking the same. So I wanted to go for a palette that I have that's very different with a lot of different shades, and this is pretty much the only palette that I have in my college dorm room that isn't just 5 different colors. I think it's time to get started. Before we get started, there is one thing that I want to say. I already did my eyebrows, you can probably tell. And I used the Brow Last by Physicians Formula. This is kind of what it looks like. I'm sorry about the light. It says it's a brow gel. I wouldn't call it a brow gel. It's like the Wonder Brow sort of product where it has a brush tip sort of a thing. And then it also has a spoolie, but the spoolie isn't what goes into the brow gel. It's basically just a really thin pomade. I did my eyebrows with it, as I said, and I think they look okay. This is the first time that I used it, so I didn't want to do it on camera and then epically fail, but I'll use it. It's not like I'm gonna throw it out. I just don't know how I feel about it yet, and it's supposed to be really long wearing. So this palette has 30 shades. 2 of them are glitters that I'm not going to use on my eyes, but I just said 30, and if I happen to roll one of the glitters, I'll just roll a new one. Not that hard. But, so we're gonna pick 5. My first number is 18. Okay, so my first number is number 18, and it's the shade Aquamarine, which is very exciting. It's this really beautiful shimmery blue shade. I have used this shade a couple times. It's really, really pretty. And it's just a really beautiful, light, baby blue kind of shade. It's a good one. Next is number 4, which is the shade Royal Jewels. It's this one right here. So it's just like a really basic, kind of like a warm, orangish, beige transition. It's not like intense or anything. And if it were any lighter, I could probably use it just as a setting the lid shade, but it's just dark enough that it's gonna probably be a transition shade. My next shade is 26, which, oh boy, is the shade Alexandrite, which, oh boy, I almost dropped it. It's this shade, and it's kind of like a deep, sparkly blue purple, I think. Oh. It's not as intense as I was hoping it would be. It's kind of more of like a satiny shade, and it's definitely more purple than blue, although it looks more blue toned in the palette. Sorry if you hear a lot of noises. I have a lot of stuff in front of me right now because my camera is like really close to me on my desk. So I have to have everything in front of it so that I'm not trying to reach behind it and constantly adjusting the angle. So there's just like a whole desk full of makeup sitting in front of me. Our next number is number 7. Ooh, this is gonna be so easy to incorporate. It's the shade My Precious. It's literally my skin tone, or like it is my skin color. It's just a really, really basic matte white, or like matte cream. You can kind of see it, yeah, okay. You can see it on my hand. But again, it's just really basic matte white cream kind of shade. I'm probably just gonna use it to highlight the brow bone or set the eyes. And our last shade is number 10. Ooh, okay. Man, this is gonna be more difficult than I thought it would be. This is a really cool mustard yellow shade, and it's again matte. So I mean, I really only have one shimmer shade in here, shimmer, metallic, whatever you want to call it, and then I have kind of like a satin shade, and then 3 mattes. I think I have some ideas. I think it's gonna be a little bit more basic than it would seem. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna get to brainstorming and then I'll be right back and I'll start the look. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but that's fine. And let's get started. Let's just do it. I tried to zoom you guys in a little bit. I hope that this isn't too zoomed in. This is just my face, and I don't know how I feel about that. But again, I'm only wearing eyebrows today, so I'm sorry that my skin looks really bad. I'm not looking the best today or all week. I'm very stressed. I tried to keep my mirror as out of frame as I can, but I'm really blind, and unless it's like this close to my face, I can't see anything in terms of my face. So I'm sorry that you can kind of see it in the corner. I think you guys will be okay. First, I'm going in with my Luxie 250 Large Eye Blending Brush, and I'm gonna go into that shade My Precious, the like really light white matte shade. Just gonna pick some of that up, and I'm just gonna kind of use it to set the base, I guess. I don't really use eye primers most of the time unless I'm using like a glitter or something that has a lot of fallout. It's a little bit more pinky toned than I thought it would be. You guys probably can't tell, it really doesn't look like much on my eye, but I don't have anything on my eyes at all, and it's almost 4 p.m. So let's just hope that this sets the lid well enough so that I'm not like super greasy. It's not as bright on the eyes as it looked on my hand, because it looks really, really white on my hand, but at least to me, it's more of like a pink kind of tone. I don't know, I mean, I think it looks fine, but so now we are 1 out of 5. Perfect. I'm gonna go next into Royal Jewels, and I'm using the same brush. I'm just gonna pop it into the crease. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that Royal Jewels shade on a Moda detail brush, and I'm just gonna sweep it underneath the lower lash line, just to kind of connect things. Next, I'm gonna go into that Alexandrite shade, the kind of deeper purple, and again, I'm gonna take it on that pink Luxie brush, and I'm gonna try to use it as like a matte shade right now. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Ooh, this isn't working the way that I thought it was gonna work. I'm actually gonna go in with this Moda crease brush. It's just stained. And I'm gonna try to go in with that because that other brush was just not depositing enough of the purple. And I kind of want to go for like a deep purple. I think this is working a little bit better. I just want to make it clear, I'm getting so much fallout over here. I'm so glad I didn't do my eyes after I already did my face. So, I don't know if you guys can see, probably, but I just kind of deepened it up as much as I could in the outer V sort of area. I don't think it's going to get much deeper than this, and then I just kind of blended it through the crease. It's like in too far over here. And yeah, I just blended it through the crease, deepened it as much as I could, got a lot of fallout, and I'm gonna go do the other eye. The shade is taking so much building and blending just because this isn't how it's meant to be used, but this is how I'm going to use it. So I cleaned up the fallout a little bit and I tried to like sharpen the line a tiny bit. Next, I'm gonna go in with my finger into that same Alexandrite shade, and I'm just gonna kind of tap it on the outer half. I probably should have started with this and then I wouldn't have made such a mess, but you live and you learn. Also, I got my nails done, which I haven't had my nails done in almost 3 years. At least like fake nails, I haven't had them done in almost 3 years. I was very excited when I went and got my nails done because, like I said, it's been almost 3 years. As soon as I got hired at my current job, they were like, you can't have fake nails, take them off. And they were like, you can't start if you have fake nails. So I took them off that night and I finally have them and they're so cute. I love them. I missed having fake nails. I don't know if I ever told you what shade that yellow one was. It's called Citrine. I'm gonna go into that with that same pencil brush, or sorry, detail brush from Moda that I went into before, and I'm gonna put this like, kind of smoked out on the lower lash line. I'm actually gonna go back into that Alexandrite shade and I'm gonna take it a tiny bit on the lower lash line, just on the outer part, to kind of blend it into the yellow a little bit more, because I feel like right now it just looks very abrupt. Purple and yellow are actually going together very well. I think I've done as much as I can with the purple and the yellow. I feel like I look really dead on camera, but I think in person it looks a little bit less gross. I'm gonna go in with a clean brush. This is a shading brush, also from Moda, and I'm just gonna go back into that white-ish shade, and I'm just gonna use it to kind of blend out the crease and the edges a little bit better. I feel like it's very different on this eye than it is on this eye, and I just feel like I need to fix it. I'm just gonna go in with my finger into that, whatever it was, aquamarine shade, and I'm gonna put this, ooh, damn, that is intense. I'm gonna put this on my lid, the inner half of the lid at least. And I'm gonna try to kind of mesh it in with the purple so that it looks blended and sort of like an ombre. I think it worked. I'm gonna go in with this Luxie 245 small shader brush, and I'm gonna take the same aquamarine shade and I'm going to use it to highlight the inner corner and kind of bring it down into the yellow. And then just sort of intensify the inner third, because I kind of blended away some of the blue when I was trying to mix it with the purple. I apologize again if A, I'm too close, B, if these angles are just not working, and if this is annoying you, but I'm trying my best. I haven't actually filmed a makeup video in a very long time, so this is the best that I can do at the moment. I think it looks pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I look too shabby considering the colors that I had, and I used every single one of them, and I feel like this is a pretty decent look. So I zoomed you guys out a little bit more, and I'm gonna go in with some of my face products now. And if you happen to see it, this is my Ooh La La palette by Colourpop. I'm going to be using it as a mirror. Just hit myself in the face. Probably a lot. Again, sorry if you can see it. Best I can do. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I like this primer quite a bit. I think it's good for pores. And I think even if your pores aren't bad, I think it just makes everything look nice and smooth, and it's not hydrating, but it's not like a disgusting silicone-y kind of feeling. I also like to just put this on any acne breakouts I'm having at the moment, because I feel like even though it doesn't do too much, it kind of makes them look a little bit smaller. I'm basically putting this all over my face because I have huge pores and a lot of acne right now. I'm not sure if I've just been overly stressed or eating extra garbage, but my body is trying to tell me to stop, and I'm not listening. Shocker. Once this kind of settles in, my face feels so soft now. But once this kind of settles in everywhere, I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild pressed powder, the Photo Focus pressed powder, in Warm Light. I like to use this as a powder foundation. It's really nice. Sorry, it looks really, really yellow. But I'm not really a fan of liquid foundations, especially not right now. I just don't like how they feel on my face, no matter what they are. I don't like the feeling of putting them on. And I don't know, I feel like because I wear glasses, I need a lot of powder around my nose, otherwise my glasses eat my makeup. But I'm gonna take this on, this is an e.l.f. blush brush. I just like it because it's fluffy. And I'm gonna put this pretty much everywhere. And I'm just going to use this as my base. My skin is generally pretty even, so I don't need a whole lot of coverage. It's just that I have a couple spots that are issue spots, and I think that this is good. I can't really see myself. Also, another thing, if I end up looking like shit and I don't notice, I really can't see myself without my glasses. And I don't have contacts, so you're gonna have to deal with me the way that I look, because I'm very sorry if I miss something on my face. I think I'm done with foundation. I don't normally do too much in terms of foundation, but I think next I'll move on to my contour. So I'm actually gonna go into this Z palette that I have. And I have a Colourpop bronzer slash contour in the shade Spectacle, and I'm just gonna go into that using the same brush. I'm really not picky when it comes to like my face brush and how much I use it for. I'm just gonna use this to contour, and I'm gonna keep it pretty concentrated because I don't really want to bronze right now. Like there's just too much going on with the eyes to do much bronzing. Just a little bit so that my face doesn't look so flat. I'm also just gonna take whatever's left on the brush and sort of contour my nose. I use that phrase very loosely. And then just a tiny bit on the 5 head. Because especially with my hair pulled back, it's not cute. For blush, I'm going to go into my Wander Beauty Trip for 2 blush and bronzer duo. And I'm going to go into the blush right here, which is the shade Bellini. I do really like this blush though. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think last month or the month before, and I've pretty much been using it since. Anytime I wear blush. I also got a Ciate London one. I don't remember what one it is, but I've also been using that one a lot. Not that I needed any more freaking blushes. Good, good, good. I think the blue on my eyes is kind of fading in the middle, or at least I didn't put it there enough. So I'm gonna go back into that little shader brush that I used. Actually, I'm gonna go with my finger. And I'm gonna add a little bit more in the center because I feel like the bright blue that I liked so much is kind of gone. This almost looks like a cut crease, but not really, and I'm kind of into it. I thought about maybe trying to do a halo eye with the yellow and the purple, but I'm glad I didn't. I kind of actually really like how this looks. I wish I had a glitter liner and then I would try to clean up the crease, but we're not that extra here. Next, I'm just gonna go in with my Tarte Man-Eater mascara. This is, I think, just a mini, and I'll be back when the lashes are done. So lashes are on. I wish I had lash glue because I do have a pair of fake lashes and I feel like this eye look is really dramatic and could use that, but we don't have that today. So I think, oh, I almost forgot highlight. How did I do that? I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Highlight in the shade Pearl. This is just a little sample of it. Wow, that is really reflective. It's really pretty though, and it reminds me of the Colourpop Super Shock formula. And this is just kind of like a nice, sort of like an icy, well, I mean, it's pearl, so it's just kind of like a white-ish shade. I really like it though. I really, really like this highlight, and if I didn't have way too many, I would buy more of them. For lips, I'm gonna be really, really basic. I'm gonna go into my e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in Mocha Twist. It's just a really nice opaque, warm nudie brown kind of gloss. I feel like it's gonna go with this look because it's warm, and this isn't, but it tried to be. Everything in this video gets E for effort, in my opinion. I got a little in my mouth and now my whole tongue is just like tingling. I feel really accomplished with this look. I never would have done this look had I not done a palette bingo. Let me put my glasses on so I'm not just looking around aimlessly. I look better. The hair, the outfit, not cute, but I look better, in my opinion, of course. I think the lips go with the eyes as well as they can. If I had more of a purpley lip gloss, I probably should have done that, but I don't. So, all things said and done, whatever, I really like how this turned out. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm sorry that the quality of this video is trash. It was not planned, and I'm having a shitty week so far. It's Monday, I'm having a shitty week, and I just wanted to do something fun, and this was fun. I think it looks really good. I'm still not sure about my eyebrows. What are you gonna do? Sorry, I'm a little rambly too. The video is so long. I really hope I can condense it a little bit so you guys just aren't sitting here listening to me ramble about makeup. But I think that's all. I'm just staring at myself at this point because I think it looks really cute. I think the yellow kind of faded a little bit. Let me actually look in a mirror. Like, you can see it, but not really on camera as much. And I don't know, I think it either is making the look completely come together or it's making me look really tired and like I have jaundice or something because of the yellow. But I like it. I wish it was a little bit of a brighter yellow, but I still like it. So again, this was the color story that we had to work with, and I'm not mad. I don't know if I'll do this again, but I'm not gonna take my makeup off, so that's a win, I think. If this wasn't a palette bingo, I would have taken my highlight up onto the brow bone, but it is a palette bingo, so I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to feel like a cheater. But man, I can't believe I did that. I really did that. Okay, so sorry about me in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm sorry, I'm very rambly today. Like, comment, subscribe, ideas, so forth, and have a great day.